Welcome, WNBA fans. So I'm covering. There were two games tonight. I already covered the Valkyries. We got a video on that, and with a great opening game between the Liberty and the Phoenix Mercury. What a game! Boy, they were battling, but you can tell New York just they're missing a little when Jonquil Jones. Not a little, but I mean Jonquil Jones is a definite difference maker for them. I mean, Brianna Stewart was doing everything she possibly could to. I mean, she scored 35 points. UNESCO didn't have as much. Let me see here what how she shot. Yeah, she was 3 for 16. That hurt them because she's been lighting it up. I mean, Sabrina's been lighting it up lately. She's scored 34 and 35 points in their last two games. So she was probably due for a not as great game. But they just didn't get anybody else to contribute enough. We had Sabrina had 16, Stewie had 35, Kennedy Burke had 6. Natasha Cloud had 8, Sabali had 7, Johannes had 6, and then not Rebecca Garner. Isabel Harrison got a foul shot. So that's just not enough when you're going up against a team like Phoenix. Boy, did they play well. Boy, shout out to Akoa Makani. I've noticed her in some of their other games, and she played really well. She had a mid-range jump shot that just wasn't missing. She shot 66% from the floor, 8 for 12. She was 0 for 3 points, but Sammy Whitcom picked up the slack there. Boy, she has a pretty shot. Oh, the backspin on her shot is just phenomenal, and she was launching it. She was 4 for 9. She was 5 for 12 overall, but great game. Makani and Whitcom, just terrific. And then they have, their stalwarts in Alyssa Thomas and Sabali. And Thomas had 18, she had 15 rebounds. Oh my goodness, 7 assists. Sabali had 15 points, 9 rebounds. 8 of those were defensive. Let's see. Whitcomb had 16 points. Makani had 21. And then Laska had 13. Let's see. Lexi Held didn't. She's been playing really well for them lately. She didn't score in this game, but boy, they got scoring from 5 different people, and they were like mid double figures, like 16, 18 points, 15 points, 21 points. They were, you could see that New York was trying everything they could to pull it out, and Phoenix just wasn't going to let it happen, and Phoenix ended up winning 89-81. But great game to watch, especially down the stretch. The just back and forth. New York would make a run, and then Sammy Whitcomb would hit one of those threes, or Makani would hit one of those short jumpers she was taking, and it was like every run that New York made, they just Phoenix wasn't going to let them. They weren't going to let them win the game, and it was in New York too. So, hats off to Phoenix and Makani. Oh my goodness, she was terrific, just terrific. So after all those games we had the other day, 2 great games tonight, just fantastic. If you had Prime, you're able to watch these, but you know what? Watch it on the WNBA app. I have the app, and I'm able to watch every single game, and it's fantastic. And, you can't always watch them live, but it's so nice to just go back and watch them, and then the commercials and halftime and all that stuff is taken out of it, so you can watch them in, a shorter amount of time. So let's have a look at the it was 15-17 in the first, so it was neck and neck the whole game, really. And then Phoenix got a bit of a lead. They went 26 points to 21 in the second. And then New York came right back. They outscored them in the third, but then Phoenix, they outscored them by 9 in the fourth quarter and ended up winning 89-81. But just wonderful game to watch. 14 bench points for New York, 15 for Phoenix. Phoenix had 13 turnovers. New York had 19. Points off turnovers were about the same. So, anyway, fantastic game. Fantastic game. I'm loving when games are like this. It's just really hard-nosed, competitive, knockdown, drag-out. And, everybody's playing really well. And it's just competition. Just fierce competition. I'm just loving that. Okay, so we'll have our Friday nights on Ion games tomorrow. I'm looking at the schedule here. We have Washington and Atlanta. That should be a good game. If Washington plays like they did the other day, Atlanta's going to have their hands full. And then we have Dallas and Connecticut. We have two win teams, so someone's going to get a win there. And then we have the Aces in Seattle. That should be a very good game. Seattle's 7-5, and the Aces are 5-6. So we have three really good looks like really good games on tap for tomorrow. Everyone have a good evening and enjoy.